Let me ask you this. Have you ever used machine translation before? In other words, have you ever tried to translate online from one language to another? In this video, let's see how machine translation has seen. Early days of machine translation, the technology often provided us with translation that are more amusing and funny than being. Let's look at some classic examples of machine translation that used to happen earlier. Consider the English idiom, action speaks louder. When it is translated to French and then back to English to understand the meaning, it became the act speaks stronger than. See, the nuances of actions as a metaphor for behavior was leading to more literal and less idiomatic. Let's look at another example. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Funnily, this turned into don't calculate your chicken before they are born. So it got scrambled, right? Some translations capture the spirit, if not the letter of the original. Let's look at this. The pen is mightier than this was rendered as the written word is more powerful than the core message stays intact in this case, showing some progress in context. Finally, let's look at this word. Out of sight, out of mind became invisible, insane after a Russian. This highlights how figurative language can be particularly challenging for AI, which may default for literal meaning without context. See, these examples show us a humorous beginning of machine translation. However, today's AI-powered translation services has significantly improved thanks to the advancements in natural language processing and deep learning. See, initially, the machine translation relied on a technology called RNN, recurrent neural network, to process the text. Imagine translating the sentence. What RNN used to do is that it used to handle this one word at a time and sequentially passing information from one word to the next using encoder decoder architecture. This method, while effective, had limitations, especially with longer sentences such as this, where context could be easily lost. The sequential nature of RNN meant that each word's representation dependent on the previous words, making it hard for later words to influence the understanding of it. This led to the issue with capturing long-term dependencies within a sentence, often resulting in less accurate translation, as we have seen in earlier examples. Then the introduction of attention mechanism happened, which was a game changer. It helped overcome the earlier limitation of machine. It allowed the model to weigh different parts of the input sentences, providing a way to retain the context across longer text sentences, improving the quality of translation. See, unlike RNNs, transformers process all words simultaneously. This parallel processing allows the model to capture the context of each word to every other word in the sentence all at once. Hence, by doing so, it provides a richer understanding of sentence structure and meaning. See, with transformers, we see a significant improvement in the translation. As you can see in this, see, the shift from RNNs to transformers has marked a significant milestone in machine translation technology, delivering faster and more contextually accurate translation. This evolution continues to shape how we interact with language, AI across ways. See, the reason you need to learn about this evolution is to understand how the next big thing, which is a large language models or generative AI today, has based on transformer architecture, and also understand how today's AI technique can become obsolete. In the next lesson, we spend a few minutes to summarize this evolution.